Alright, so we're working on the tractor today. Right here, I guess it's a bevel gear in here. This seal has been leaking for a while. Hopefully nothing's too bad, wore out in there. Now I got a tie rod end, the inner tie rod end worn right here, but we'll get that later. Right now I'm gonna focus on changing these seals, and hopefully the bearing's not bad in there. I don't see any movement right off, but we'll know more about it when we get in there. Not only is this side bad, but the other side as well, so we'll be doing both of these today. Hopefully there's nothing else wrong when we get in there, but we'll see when we get it tore all apart. I think the bearings are still good, but we'll see here in a minute. So in order to get this thing off, we have to go in through here, which there's like a ring and pinion. Well, I guess more like a ring gear and I don't know, something in there. So we'll take that apart, and I think we should be able to get this off from inside here. And before I forget, this is a L2800 Kubota. I'm sure there's several different tractors that share this same front axle, but L2800, L3400, I'm about positive is the same front axle. So let's get this cleaned up. I'm gonna drain the oil out of it and get her popped apart. Hopefully there's still oil in here. Oh yeah. Let that drain for a second. There we go. See if we get that thing popped apart now. I'm not sure how tight that's holding on there, but Don't want to break these ears off or anything. It's trying to come apart. Yeah, it's coming. There we go. Well, that's apart now. See what we got to do to get that the rest of the way off. So apparently there's a snap ring hiding in here. There it is. So we'll see if we can't get this thing popped off here. I got snap ring pliers, but I don't know if I can get them on that at the angle. I don't have any of the angled snap ring pliers. Alright, so I'm gonna try them anyway. Okay, it might work. Ah. Oh yeah. That was it. Oh well, I got more of those. Yeah, let's see if we can get this seal out. Can't believe I dumped so much dirt down in there. Guess that's what happens when you try to cut corners. Whoops. Dang, she don't want to move. Again, probably should have the right tool for the job, but I don't have a seal puller. See, it's starting to come out there. It didn't want to. There we go. Beat it up a little bit there. Oh well, but we can get by. Now just gotta get all that dirt out of it. Have to flush all that out there. Look at that. Let's get her clean. Alright, so I cleaned all the dirt out of there best I could. Rinsed it out with diesel fuel, squirted some oil back in it. Seems to be alright. Time for this new seal to go back in. I cleaned up the few little bad places I made in it there with the pry bar. Cleaned them up a little bit. Should be alright. Try to get this started nice and even. Well, that feels pretty good. Let's get this race off of the spindle. Get this thing done. Alright, so we're going to try to tap off this. I guess it'd be the race for a seal. I don't know what the real name for this is, but really, really soft and pliable. There it goes. It's a moving. Oh yeah. Whoops. Dropped it right in my oil bucket. Guess I shouldn't have parked it right there. Okay, I've got everything clean. Put that little shaft back down in there to that pinion gear. It's got a spacer and that clip on it. Let's see if we can get this slid up on here, and hopefully everything goes back together easily into where it should. Well, what do you know? Right in place. Get this thing back together. Kind of strip that out a little bit. Kind of, sort of. Okay, so I didn't have any of the right sized cotter pins, smaller and bigger, so I just straightened this one out a little bit. It'll do until I can get another one. Okay, let's put this thing back on now. I think I got it off one bolt hole. Probably don't matter, but there we go. Well, went in a whole lot easier that way, so maybe it does matter. So you've already seen it done somewhat in detail. This side we'll just probably just run a time lapse real quick, get it knocked out, and then we'll fill it up with some oil. Let's get on it. back on this again today. All I got left is putting some oil in it. Had to run to the store and get some oil. I was out. Let's see if we can't get this thing topped off and done. Guess I should have thought about this being heavyweight oil, and it's kind of cool out today. It looks like it's sitting about level with the axle. So I think this is the fill plug, and on the other side there's one a little bit lower that's the fill level, which I assume you could probably just use one for both. I don't know why there's two. So there's 4.5 quarts. I'm gonna check that other plug and see if it's coming out of it. Oh, that's good. I'm going to call that good enough. It's trying to run out there. Plus it's tilted back just a fuzz, so. I'm gonna call that somewhat done until I get a new tie rod in for it. Alright, so there's another job well done. Something I've been wanting to do for a while. Had the parts for quite a while and just had never got around to it. Wanting something major, but you know, I like to try to do some maintenance. Got that thing in 2006. Bought it new. Man, it's been one of my favorite toys I bought. Done tons of stuff with it. Been a really good tractor. So I tried to keep it up a little bit. Not saying I won't get a bigger one day, but for right now it still suits me just fine. But time to move on to a couple other projects I got going. Got some logs to go on the sawmill. Got a little bit of welding to do on the trailer and putting the decking boards on there, but again, that'll come in another video. So let's wrap this one up, get on to something else. Where'd it go?